I've been thinking about determinism, specifically the idea of exhaustive divine determinism. In filmmaking, there's a phrase, "It's in the can." It means that what has been filmed is completed and now exists on the celluloid film in the film canister. To the audience, the film has yet to be experienced, but to the filmmaker, the content has been settled. What will appear on screen has been determined. Sure, the details of the edit have yet to be made, but once the film or video is complete, it is what will be. The audience may experience the film in a unique way when they first view it, but essentially nothing the audience does can change how the film has been recorded. The idea of divine determinism is kind of like this, and I guess it can seem like a really profound idea. Think about it. Everything you've ever said, everything you've ever done, good or bad, was all predestined by God. Before you experience anything, as far as God is concerned, every experience is already in the can. You just get to live it out. But do you really live in this kind of scenario? Where you live, where you work, who you marry, it's all been determined by God beforehand. Whether you'll keep watching this video from this point on or not, that's been determined too. Oh, you're still watching. Cool. Then again, this too was determined. Maybe you're enjoying this video. Maybe you think it's a waste of time. But whatever you're experiencing right now couldn't be any different, at least not to God. Because in the mind of God, we're just acting out what has been pre-recorded due to His determinations. To keep watching or not. To like and subscribe or not. You think you're making choices, but you're really just acting out what has been predetermined for you to do. Maybe that idea doesn't sit well with you. Maybe you think this topic doesn't really matter. But would that opinion really matter? After all, you couldn't feel different than you do right now. Your mind's response to this video can't be anything other than what was settled in eternity past. Your opinion of this video may feel like your own thought, but is it really your thought? After all, the thoughts going through your mind at this very moment can hardly be called your own, since they were determined to be exactly as they are before you ever existed. And who thought those thoughts up in the first place? You know, before you thought them?
Daddy, can we please have our TV back?
Exhaustive divine determinism basically makes us characters in someone else's movie. We think, we act, we choose, only because it's in the script. And we have no real power to choose otherwise because it's all predestined. Maybe some people find comfort in this idea, but should your comfort be your standard to determine what is true? And partnered with this notion of determinism usually comes the idea that even though our choices are divinely predestined, we are still guilty for the wrong choices we make. Now, how does that work? I mean, seriously, whose fault is it if what I do or say next has always had only one possible outcome? Will bicycle lock
toaster
cheese while 7 gingerly
his
koala
emancipation? What did that mean? Don't ask me. I didn't think it up. Or did I? Which brings me to some important questions concerning divine determinism. Why is this idea so non-intuitive? Why does my own mind continually affirm that I am making real choices? Why does my conscience tell me that I can choose good over evil? Why is the entire experience of my self-consciousness apparently designed in such a way as to make me believe that out of numerous possibilities, I am creating real self-derived choices? However, if exhaustive divine determinism is reality, then doesn't that mean God has designed my own nature to deceive me? Perhaps, like many, you assume that man's nature is so corrupted that you believe our minds would naturally deceive us into believing we have free will. But if our own minds naturally deceive us so completely, can a person ever hope to develop a livable and consistent belief system about life, about right and wrong, and about God? Our self-consciousness says we can choose. The straightforward commands of God say we can choose. Don't these things imply that we make real choices for good or for evil? If not, are we even able to choose? Are we even able to believe? So if your theology or philosophy teaches that everything you think, say, desire, and do is ultimately in the can, you are left with only one real, livable choice.